There's something you don't bring up in the book, and I think to me anyway, it's a big turn, and I don't know how you feel about it, but 9/11. I remembered on 9/11, no comedians, none of us were on the air. We couldn't be on the air for a while. But you narrated it as it happened in real time and reacted. And I thought of you as you're not a CNN broadcaster. You're not that kind of broadcaster. I think of you as more of a late night comedian. I thought Howard's more like one of us, and you were reacting in real time to it. And your response to it's incredibly honest. And I know that you've subsequently played it on the anniversary, and it's really powerful. And it's hard to listen to because it's such a painful day.
I can't listen to it.
But I always thought that was a moment where, against your will, maybe prematurely, maybe you were ready for it, but you didn't want it. You were forced into this situation that you had to take us all through that day. You were on the air, and you did. And it sort of it was an advanced look at where you were going. Does that seem like it's possible?
It was a horrible day. I'm sitting there on the air. Someone comes in and says, you got to put the TV on while I'm on the air. I'm live. And I didn't have any thoughts of like, I was helping anyone through this or whatever. I was just, again, I was
in the moment reacting.
I was in the moment reacting to what I saw. And I immediately said to Robin, the first plane hit, I go, this is an act of terrorism. And everyone was kind of like, no, you don't know that. It could have been, I go, it's a clear day. This is an act of terrorism. And then the second plane hits. And then and then everyone in the tri-state area starts calling me, people who could witness what was going on. And suddenly, real reporters were calling in the sense that everyday people who were sitting there were able to report on their feelings and what was happening. And we all shared this together. I felt I should just sit there. We had already done like a 4-hour show, and we were on the air till then, like noon. We did an extra 2 hours. But it didn't occur to me to leave. It just seemed like the right place for me that I would be the most useful.
Right.
And honestly, Conan, I was sitting there in shock. I was in shock. Yeah. And I was really fucking angry with these goddamn terrorists.
But what's amazing is that's a document now.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a document that... And I think it's probably one of the more compelling documents. I can't look at the footage of that day. I don't think a lot of us can.
Right.
I lived in New York. I was watching it all unfold from my apartment while it was happening.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with myself.
But your show that day is a document of kind of a real-time document of an honest person's reactions as things are laid out. And because it exists, and as I said, reporters can't say the things that you say. You're reacting as a real person. And I always felt like that day, and I think a lot of us felt this way. I know a lot of us felt this way. Oh yeah, Howard helped us get through that day. You were on the air as it was happening. That was the first time that I heard you in a different way.
Yeah.